welcome to the 6th episode of KFSO Radio. Yes, it's our 6th episode. That's so crazy. I'm so happy that we're to this point. This is our school podcast, and we are so excited to continue this project. Now, in this episode, we'll be covering school updates, a fun segment, and esports announcements, as well as much more. So, as always, we would love to hear from you on what would make our next episode most entertaining and enjoyable. So, be sure to fill out our student input survey that is in the description and participate in our fun segment because we love hearing from you guys. Now, before we get into our episode, let's have a quick hello from the team. You've been hearing from me for a while now. Hey, everyone. I'm your president.
Hi, guys. It's Martha, your vice president.
Hey, everyone. It's Anna, your secretary.
Hey, y'all. It's Dawson, your treasurer.
Alrighty. So now it's time to get into our fun segment for this week. So before we get into this week's topic, we have a pickup line to share from Maggie, who filled out our fun segment survey. And it is, hey, do you have a name or can I just call you mine? And I think that's just wonderful and hilarious.
I love that one so much.
I know.
Honestly, that is way less cringy than anything that we shared.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
Yeah, so that was wonderful. And we definitely love hearing from you guys. So if you have any input, remember that the survey is always in the description for you to fill out. But today's fun segment icebreaker is, are books better than movies?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
All right. So I'm conflicted on this one because I think it could go either way. Like, books are amazing. I agree 100%. But then, like, sometimes reading a book can be kind of isolating, you know? And, like, watching a movie you can do with people, and it can be, like, a bonding experience, and you guys can, like, not that you can't talk about books and, like, have, like, a book discussion and read it, but if you're reading a book, you're reading it separately. Whereas with the movie, you can, like, invite people over and have a party and watch the movie together.
Who says I want to be around people?
This is the exact reason Bailey reads books.
Fair point.
No, I mean, I do agree because I'm definitely very extroverted. I do like to, have people over and around, but I feel like I definitely use reading as, like, I don't want to say an escape because that makes it seem like I have this, like, terrible,
for sure,
outlook. I don't see it like that, but, like, it is, and I can just, like, transport myself into another world and, like, forget, like, the world that we live in for a while. And I'm like, I like that, like, peacefulness by myself.
Well, arguably, you could do the same thing with a movie too.
Well, that's true.
But, like, I feel like this question is more not like who do you do with this, but like what is, like, more enjoyable for you based on, like, the material that is being presented. So, like, are movies more, like, enjoyable, or, like, are books more enjoyable just based off of their own criteria and, like, material, I guess.
I feel like for, like, a specific type of reader too, because not everyone kind of sees a movie in their head when they read, but I'm one of those readers that do.
Me too.
So for me, it is like a movie for me. And I will say that in terms of, like, a remake of a book and a movie,
exactly.
Also, the book I just feel like is always better because there's so many details that you can put on a page that you can't put in a movie.
No, that's true.
I definitely will always gravitate towards books.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
I feel like with books too, like with movies, you're kind of just, like, shown what the director wants you to see, and it's kind of just set in stone. But, like, with books, you have more, like, freedom to create, like, your own image of what you see. Like,
that's so true.
Exactly.
The words on the page have many different meanings that everybody can interpret differently, unlike movies.
That's so true.
Agree. Yeah, because I don't know. I'm, like, with Bailey on this, where you can, like, read something and you, like, totally just, like, see the movie.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's the best.
It really is, because, like, you can, like, create that's, like, pretty, like, I don't know, scenery and everything that probably doesn't, like, even exist in real life. But, like, I don't know.
It's so true, especially for, like, the fantasy readers. We definitely... Some of these things, they don't even exist, but, we can, and I like what Dawson said about how we can, like, interpret it in our own way instead of just being basically told, this is what you see, this is what you think of this.
Okay, but the musician in me, like, my favorite part about movies is the soundtrack. And books don't really have soundtracks.
Oh, that's kind of
soundtracks
false.
are so... Okay, really? What do you mean? Wait.
Okay, so I have a book series that I read when I was like, 12 and 13. And in each chapter, the author gives you a list of songs to listen to while you read it.
Oh my
and it'll be
gosh.
songs that like she's referencing, or that like the guy is going to play on guitar so you can listen to it.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so, I mean,
That is so cool.
that can go both ways. But I love movie soundtracks too. That gets me with video games as well, like just the music of it.
Yeah.
Right,
So I
and the
can see
emotional
that point,
connection.
for sure.
Uh-huh.
But
I
like,
need to read that book though.
yeah, I
Oh,
know.
it's so
That's
good.
so cool.
It's so good. I will send you the
Yay. Okay, awesome.
list of the collection.
Okay, but as far as like remakes go, I feel like we can all agree that the books
Oh,
are
yeah.
usually better than the movies.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Mhm.
Okay. Because like in general, I know it can go like different ways. Like sometimes there are just like really good movies that like aren't even based on a book. But then again, like
See, I feel
know.
like see, like if you watch a movie before reading the books, like you may think that the movie is like, oh, this is great, like I really love
Right.
this movie.
Yes.
But then like you could just like read the book afterwards and be like, oh, I missed so much.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Yes, oh my gosh. I do that so often. And that's why it's hard for me to get excited about series when I've read it, because if it's coming out as a TV show or a movie, I'm like, they completely left out this whole part that
I know.
was like, this was a major point. So, yeah.
I'm so scared of the upcoming Percy Jackson series for that reason. But
Oh my
no.
gosh. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to watch that, because I know that they're not going to do it right. Especially since it's a TV show and they've already done movies.
we don't talk about the movies.
And it's this reason why I don't think I'll be able to watch the show.
Yeah. All right, so have we come to a consensus? Do we think that books are generally better than movies? Anna, I guess
think
you're the only
so.
one that...
I know,
Okay,
she's the only one that disagreed.
I actually agree, but I wanted to make a good case for movies, so
That's
that's
fair.
why I was taking that side. But no, I agree. Books are so much better.
I
Okay.
definitely love movies too.
Yeah.
It kind of goes both ways for me. I definitely gravitate more towards books, but if I had to choose, between reading a book or watching a movie, I'm gonna, depends on my mood at the time.
No,
Because if I'm in the
exactly.
mood to just like right now, I was just saying this before we started recording, I really want to go watch like Legacies on Netflix, because that's what I'm currently binge watching. So I would probably choose that instead of reading a book in this current moment. But
Yeah.
in terms of remakes, the book is always better.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, so if you guys have a differing opinion, you can put it in the survey. And if you have an agreeing opinion, definitely put that in the survey too, because we love hearing from you and hearing everyone's input. But I'm going to pass it off to Anna to go over some dance updates and school updates.
Yes, okay, so our first update is about the OHV Spring Dance. It is time to vote for our Spring Dance theme. Very exciting. So check your email for a link from Mrs. Keaton. I think she sent it out on Friday. You guys get to vote between 3 themes. One is Royal Masquerade Ball. 2 is 4 Hours of Fame, which is like a Hollywood red carpet theme. And the third one is Spring Soiree. So the winning theme will be announced on Monday, March 13th. So be sure to cast your vote before then. We're so excited to continue the dance planning process and look forward to receiving your input. In addition to that, your Together We Stand Core Officer team, that's us, is also hosting 2 fun upcoming events for the entire high school. So first, we'd love for you all to join us for a fun-filled afternoon of bowling and arcade games at Stardust Lanes in Grove City. That one will be Sunday, March 19th from 1 to 3 p.m. So definitely get that on your calendars.
For
This one is
sure, and you guys
open-
will get to meet us there
Oh my gosh, yes.
too. So I feel like that's an important
Very
part
important.
there. So most of us are going to be there. Martha's going to be on vacation, but most
Sad.
of us will be there.
Yes.
So if you come, for sure. Oh, and then there's also the Eventbrite link thing.
That should be in our description. It's also like on the OHV calendar and in that email from Mrs. Keaton. So if you guys want to sign up for that, definitely sign up by March 17th so you guys can be added to that list. And then, secondly, so with state testing coming up in April, one of our lovely student council members had a great idea to host an event to kind of kickstart student confidence before testing. So we'd love for all of you to join us at our Kickstart Student Confidence event at Starbucks, very exciting, in Westerville, Ohio, and that one is on Monday, April 3rd from 2 to 4 p.m. And both of these events are open to all high school students and any guests that you guys want to bring. And then for this Kickstart Student Confidence event, we've also created a Padlet where you can share test-taking tips and positive affirmations with your fellow classmates, even if you can't make it to that event. And I think we will link that in the description as well, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. But yeah, like we said earlier, you can sign up for both events using the link in the OHV event calendar, or check out that email from Mrs. Keaton that has the dance voting survey in it for more information on these events and on how to sign up. And then also, please sign up as soon as possible so we can get a head count for both events. But yeah, we're so excited to see you guys there. I know Martha will be able to come on for the April one. So
yeah, I won't be on vacation then, so
yes,
definitely come to both if you can, so I can meet everyone too.
Absolutely. Yeah, can't wait to see you guys there. And I think that concludes our school update segment. So I'm going to pass it off to Dawson for some esports.
All right, thank you, Anna. Yes, those are definitely exciting, and I'm going to try to make it to them, so I would love to meet all of you guys and hope to see you guys there. But to get into some more updates, we're going to talk about esports after last podcast. So since our last podcast, varsity chess have both improved to 5-2 and 4-3 after beating Michigan Great Lakes and High Point Academy Michigan. So one is now in third place behind the two Indiana players, while one is tied for fourth. Varsity Rocket League has improved to 6-1 after beating Michigan Great Lakes and High Point Academy of Michigan. They are still in second place behind an undefeated Virginia team, so very tough team there. Varsity Valorant is now 3-3 after losing to a tough ISPA team, and they are now tied for fourth place. Our varsity Fortnite team has improved to 45 points, and they look to keep climbing as the season comes down to closing stretch here within the next month. And our Open Chess teams are doing very well. Open Chess 3 is in first place at 6-1. Open 2 is in second at 5-2. Open 1 is in fourth place at 3-4, and Open 4 and 7 are tied for seventh place. So everybody is doing great, and the season is quickly winding down within these next couple of months, so everybody is looking to make that last final push towards the playoffs, and it'll be very exciting.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Dawson. Good luck to all of our teams here at OHVA. Now we're going to get into a teacher feature segment. So this week we're featuring Mr. Brockway, who teaches Modern World Studies. I know a lot of people love Modern World Studies class, especially because the wonderful teachers who teach that. So huge thank you to Grant for filling out the teacher feature survey and featuring Mr. Brockway. We're really excited to announce that we'll be sending certificates to all the teachers who are featured in this segment. So we'll be sending one to Mr. Brockway too. And be sure to fill out that survey if you have a teacher who has made a positive impact on you. I know there are so many of them here at OHVA. Literally, like all of my teachers I could put in there because they've all influenced me and shaped me in different ways. So they're definitely amazing, and we would love to showcase them and all of the wonderful impacts they've had on our students here. So I'm going to pass it off to Anna now to get into our student showcase.
Yes, okay, so this week we have a very exciting approach to our student showcase. We're going to have each of our officers share their talent. So would you guys want to hop on and share what your talent is and what you're going to be showcasing?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Bailey, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so for me, I love art. I love anything to do with art and being creative. So I'm going to share some of my drawings with you all.
She's
and I'm
so
super
good.
excited. Oh, thank you.
Literally.
Okay, so along the same line as Bailey, I'm also going to be showcasing, whatever. I'm going to be sharing some of my art, and I'm super excited to definitely maybe get some more people to show their art and everything as well, because I feel like it's super cool to do that.
I cannot wait to see that. Oh my gosh. These people are so talented with art. Like, I need to be taught. I've already asked for lessons. I think we're arranging that. Like,
we definitely are.
Yep. They're so good. Okay, I'm going to be showcasing my piano. I love playing music.
So good.
So yeah, I'm going to be showcasing a piece that I performed a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, with that, honestly, I need y'all to teach me music. God, that would be great. So.
Absolutely.
But I am really into photography, and I have an Instagram page where I try to post semi-regularly, but I actually haven't gotten to posting a lot recently. But maybe I'll get into that more after this. But that will be linked in the description as well if you want to check out some of my photography, and we would love
so
to
good.
see. Thank you.
It's amazing. It really is.
So good.
I need you to teach me your photography skills.
We should have
because
like a session where we like share all of our tips and tricks on our talent.
We need to do this because they're so good.
Absolutely. So yeah, very exciting. And if you guys want to check out some of our talents, you can look at the links in the description. And then we would love to see your talents as usual. So if you have a talent that you'd like to showcase and be featured on the podcast, please submit that. We have a student showcase survey as usual. You can also DM it to us on Instagram or email it to us. All of our socials are included in the description as well. So yeah, very exciting. And with that, I'm going to pass it off to Dawson for our quote of the day segment.
All right, thank you, Anna. So last episode, we asked if anybody had any suggestions for what we should name our quote of the day segment, because we had no ideas, honestly. And Brooke came up with the awesome idea of naming it QOTD, and I mean, if you kind of say that together, it sounds like quoted. So that was honestly very, very smart.
I know, I saw that and I love that. I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that?
I know, like I don't have the brain to come up with
same.
unique things like that.
Right?
This is why we appreciate your guys' input so much.
Yes.
Because it's always so great, and you guys show us things that we didn't even think of.
Right? Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yes, exactly. But that is what we will be calling it, and we will start posting our quotes very soon. But we would
I think
love
I'm gonna try a post like today, so we'll see if I actually do. But
Martha will get around to it eventually. But we would still love to hear your guys' suggestions. So the link to submit any quotes is in the description. So feel free to share some of your favorite quotes, and we will probably share them on our Instagram at some point. So keep an eye out for that. But with that being said, I think we're about ready to close out here. This was a bit shorter of a podcast this week, but a lot of good information was gone over.
Yeah, so that's all we have for you guys today. Thanks so much for joining us and listening. Please be sure to fill out our many surveys that are linked in the description. I know there's a lot, but be sure to fill those out. Give us your input. Give us your suggestions. We love hearing from you guys. Again, thanks so much for listening, and we will be back with a new episode next week.